Chairperson, good afternoon, General. I want to ask very few questions. I think colleagues have dealt with a lot of issues. Were you reluctant to open a case against those who were involved in the issuing of illegal directives or instruction, including General Sevilla, who wrote a letter to disband PKTT, even when you said you shouldn't issue that letter? I will deal with the matter.
Thanks, Honorable Chair and members. Good afternoon, Honorable Member. No, I wasn't reluctant. After we discovered what is being happening, I appended my signature, I appended my affidavit, and give it to the members to open a case, which is it's being open. It's an inquiry, but sure it will end up being a case.
No, but General Mkhwanazi says he came to you 3 times, and you only got the affidavit when he came for the 3rd time. He had to come himself to Pretoria and wait for you to write an affidavit. So why would he come to you 3 times if you're not reluctant to open a case?
You know, I wasn't reluctant, Honorable Chair. I wrote the affidavit. And of course, if there are certain matters that they find that they are not included in the statement, they will ask me to say, what about this? Then I'll amend the affidavit and write it and give it. I was never hesitant, Honorable Chair.
I don't think it is correct to say the crime scene is in KZN. The crime scene is in Pretoria. The dockets are taken to Pretoria. The letters are being written in Pretoria. Some of these implicated people are in Pretoria. You wait for a general from KZN to come and ask for an affidavit from you instead of you registering or opening a case in Pretoria as a top cop, because these things are happening at the head office, not necessarily in KZN. KZN and General Mkhwanazi tells us that he only comes in when they started touching PKTT. So, meaning these people have been running wrong things there in the head office. And General, you don't open a case until General Mkhwanazi comes. What informs that?
Honorable Chair, the opening of the case, we only opened the case after we realized what is happening. Even he didn't open a case before because we didn't know what was happening. After we realized what is happening, then we wrote that's when I appended my affidavit, and we look as to where will this be, and we said, well, the team is in KZN, and we registered the case there in KZN. It didn't make a difference, but we said the scene is there where it happened, but yeah. That's how we arrived at it.
No, General, all of us agree that everything happened after you discovered there is a rot. There's something going on which is wrong. You should accept that you did not act in a responsible manner as a national commissioner after you discovered that there was something wrong. If General Mkhwanazi can open a case, you too had a duty to open a case. Actually, it was supposed to be you, not even General Mkhwanazi, because your deputy in Pretoria is the one who issues illegal instruction. Your minister in Pretoria is the one who issues illegal directives and to deal with the people of KZN. So the crime scene is in Pretoria. That's where it's being operated from. It's not being operated in KZN. It's being operated from the head office. As a national commissioner, you ought to take responsibility that on hindsight, you now realize that you are actually the most responsible person who should have acted on these matters.
Thanks, Honorable Chair. I agree, the responsible, but where the case was open, Remember, the directive was directed to PKTT, and the seat of PKTT is in KwaZulu-Natal. And, well, you can't open a case without affidavit. I'm the first one to pen my affidavit, and this is how we open a case, because you can't open a case without the affidavit. That affidavit of mine is the one that opened a case.
Now,